Do you remember the bulbs that Vagabond sent me? The crocus and the tulip bulbs? I've had them in the fridge all this time, and now I'm going to plant them. February 20th, and this is the crocus and tulips. I put them in this bed here. Today is March 15th, and soon the calendar will say it's spring. Let's do a little garden walkabout. But first, let's catch up on a few things. Digging for Help. Go check out her channel. She sent me some seeds. She sent me rosemary, rue, toothache, lovage, thyme, self-heal, and marshmallow. And look, the marshmallow's coming up. And I clipped some elderberry. And as soon as we have some roots on these, I will do a giveaway. So hang on, stay tuned for that one. And this one here is some seeds I saved. It's a milkweed called balloon balls, bishop balls, hairy balls. It's got a lot of names. But it's just kind of an odd little, not little plant, it gets quite large. But I wanted to have a lot of them this year, and I'm glad I've got lots of seedlings this time. And Dan from Dan's Permaculture Food Forest channel sent me 3 taro roots. You can see that one right there. Oops, right there. The other 2 are still in the ground. Haven't come up yet. Thank you, Dan, and please go check out his channel too. He grows in 9 or 9B. Pretty interesting. So I bought a big bag of green bean seeds in 2020, because when people weren't finding toilet paper, I couldn't find any green bean seeds. At least the blue lake bush seeds. So I bought a huge bag when I finally found them. And I guess I didn't store them correctly, because not one came up. And they've been in there for 3 weeks at least. And nothing. Not one bean come up. That they're coming up is some of the longevity spinach that I transplanted late in the year. I see several coming up, so that'll be wonderful. Scarlet hibiscus are coming up strong. And my poor Ponderosa lemon only has 1 lemon left. It's still a little green, believe it or not. But I think those last 3 frosts, I think it killed part of the top of the branches. I'm gonna have to trim them off. And this is the black mason fig I planted last year. So it made it, yeah. And this is the peach tree. It's gonna be loaded soon. Oh, at least I hope. This is my African basil, and I cannot believe it made it through the winter. All those frosts that we had, cold temperatures, last year, of course I had it in a different place last year, it didn't come back. So, wow. Strawberries are coming on strong and looking good. I have a couple of volunteer cilantro coming up. And this here's my little sweet corn patch. And I've had no luck with sweet corn since I moved here to Florida. So I'm trying it again. Usually what happens, it'll start to grow and it'll get looking good. And then we have a pounding rain that knocks everything down. So that's why I planted them in between these fences and much closer than I normally do, hoping that they can support each other up. We'll see. And this is the Florida Finley onions I just planted last week, I believe it was. Yeah, last week. And this here is what I'm most happy about. Remember that one frost that took them all out, all my mulberries? I've got more coming on, and the frost that we had last weekend didn't kill them. So we actually get to have a few this year. That makes me very happy. And I even have some on the white mulberry. They made it through the weekend too. And do you remember the bulbs that the Vagabond Witch in the Woods sent me? Well, so far I've got one tulip and both of the crocuses. I think there's only 2 bulbs. I have to look back. So thank you very much, and please check out her channel too. She's quite funny. I have one of the azaleas still blooming. The other one has finished blooming by now, but I have a few pictures of it I'll show you. And this is the first rose bush to bloom this year. These are wild traveling blackberries. They grow wild everywhere around here in Florida, in this area anyway. This is the little blueberry bush that got hit twice by the frost, but I still, looks like I'm going to get a few anyway from it. Getting lots of blooms on several of the other bushes. Maybe this year I'll actually have enough for a pie. Or maybe a cobbler. I don't know, just something more than just a few to eat out of the garden would be wonderful. And there's my ducks, busy, busy, busy. There's another one full of blooms. And this one too. And this pink Turk's cap is new. I just planted it. I did have it wrapped up over the weekend from the frost. I just need to remove that cage. But it is a flower, a beautiful flower that's edible, and it's supposed to be really good tasting. So we shall see. The Okinawa spinach that I transplanted over here is doing wonderful. And my hydrangeas are coming back to life. 2, and then there's one over here. And the lilies have recovered from the frost and are looking good. This loquat tree right here has never bloomed. So if it doesn't bloom this year, I'm cutting it out of here. A couple of the canna lilies have popped up. March 15th, 2022. This is the walking cabbage. Walking stick cabbage. These bloomed, and these have such a unique bloom. I'll get some pictures and put them up here too. And this is my elephant garlic. Well, I believe that is the whole highlights of the huge garden here. By next month, everything will be looking lush, I'm sure, because we are done with frost. I'd like to thank everyone that watched, and I love it when you leave a comment. Nice comments, of course. Thanks for watching, everyone.